All right, guys, let's do it. It's round two. Round two. As we kind of figured, these things usually come in twos, especially when you're dealing with market sell-offs of the stock market's having problems. This right here, this big blob, is from Bitfinex in Hong Kong when they're liquidating their stuff. Trading volume was 50, 60, 70% above normal during this period where people are getting kind of washed out. And now we had our lull in the afternoon today here, and now we're another round in the evening now, starting at 4 p.m. So after business hours now, we want to start selling off stuff, and of course that's bringing the price of Bitcoin down again. Now, altcoins, guys, you may be depending on your position on your different altcoins, unless there's something that's really cherry, you maybe want to not financial advice. But if you've made your money on them, you may want to go into a stable coin. Don't know how far this will go down. I don't see Bitcoin going below 37. That's a pretty hard stop. I'd be amazed if it stays down below 40,000, to be honest with you. But that's a lot of trade volume, and who knows if it's going to taper off or if it's going to, if the buyers are going to come in and start buying up, right? What I've noticed in the couple of stop loss orders that I have had in, it's like they know that I have it at that point, and you get a real quick wick down by 2,000, like ETH. Well, we can take a look at ETH. Okay, there's this wick right here. Right, where ETH went from 28 to like 2650 or something in about 15 seconds, and right back up. And it's like, oh, it just hit the stop loss right there and went right back up. And those are little traps. It's like, I don't know if the exchanges themselves are in on that, but it's really, really odd and strange that you get a little wick down just to take out your stop loss and then go straight back up. So in these times, the old stop losses are kind of dangerous. But at the other token, if you aren't into a lot of profit and you don't want to let your stuff ride, you can go into a stable coin, wait till the market settles out. If you're in Bitcoin, just let it ride. Not financial advice. I am just letting it ride. Picking up little bits here and there. And, if you got like $500 laying around, for instance, as an example, over the next few hours, throw in $50 here, look at it a half hour later, see where it's at. If it's down lower, throw in another $50. Things go down lower, throw in another $50. And that's the name of the game right now, is accumulation. It's good price. And now this is not saying that it could go down to 35,000 or 33,000. I mean, it certainly could. You can't predict the future. The odds of that are real unlikely. But it certainly could, And then you put another $50 in down there. All right. That's the name of the game. We're in the financial global reset deal, right? And the only sound money out there right now is Bitcoin. You get some real good deals on some gold and silver as long as you go physical. All right? As long as you go for the physical stuff. Don't mess around with them derivatives in paper silver and paper gold. All right? Hard money. Markets be crashing, and yeah, it's the Bitcoin. Now, on the upside, people believe that Q4 is going to be this momentous occasion where altcoins are going to run and everyone's going to make all their money back. You may want to pick up some good deals on some altcoins. Solid investment. Sol is a great price right now. I got some earlier at 120. Pretty happy about that. I picked up some Chainlink at 21. So we're doing pretty good. I mean, there's some pretty decent deals here. And this is, be wary, though, that if this drags down the American markets even more, there could be more sell-off and markets can go lower. You want to be secure with yourself enough to know that if you put money into something that you're confident enough in the project that you're not going to worry if it goes down another 10%. And if you are worried about that, then don't put your money into anything. All right? Don't put your money at. Don't even look at the markets for the next week. All right? But if you want to have the highest chance for an upside and get in, you know, what is that, 40,000 for Bitcoin right now. That's about when I entered in more aggressively in Bitcoin, was around 40,000, which was like 9 months ago now, guys. So you can get in as though it was 9 months ago. You know, it's not as good as the 30,000 that we had a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, but very good. So that's what's going on right now. It's a going, and we'll take a look at crypto quant. My last video, I mentioned this one indicator here. I'm looking at the stats all over the place, trying to figure out what exactly is going on, and it's pretty obviously at Bitfinex is the Hong Kong exchange. This right here was not a fluke or a mistake or an error like I thought it was, because it went right back down. This is pure Hong Kong going into stable coins, all right, selling off all of their Ethereum and Bitcoin or whatever they have, because there's a lot of fear in the market there. And you can see it's right back down. Now, I would expect when this updates, because crypto quant, if you don't pay for it, isn't right up to the second. I would expect when this updates in a few hours, you'll have another big spike like this, where they're going for round 2 on liquidating their stuff. But I want to stress this, guys. You're worried about, oh, the stock's going to bring crypto down and crypto's going to fail. And it's like, look, all of the stuff is going on. You've got this major problem in Hong Kong where their market dropped like 5%. Okay, that brought the American market down 2%. Everybody selling. And all of the people who were betting long, in the market, quite a few of them, they all got liquidated. I don't know if I can bring the chart up quickly. Yes, right here. Estimated leverage ratio. Your leverage was way up here on this particular exchange. This was going by exchange. But a lot of people were betting long because Bitcoin had been kind of low and people are expecting it to go up. And they liquidated 1.5 billion worth of longs. All right. So you have all of this selling. People's sell orders are getting tripped. People need to come up with money. And it's liquidating. It's the last week of the month. They're liquidating all the people who are betting long. Right? Take your 100x leverage. So you have all these things going on, and Bitcoin only lost 5 to 10% of its price. Okay? Bitcoin's really strong right now. The market isn't very strong. It doesn't want to go up. It's not very bullish at the moment, but Bitcoin is strong. The people that have Bitcoin are holding. I think a lot of the people that are in right now bought it at 30K. And then there's, of course, the old-time holders who got it in at 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000. They're not letting go of anything. The whales aren't letting go of anything. There is so many people who got in at that 30,000 mark that I think Bitcoin is really solid. And then, of course, you have El Salvador, who right now I'm sure is buying the dip. Okay? And I was going to say that you get these big dips, you don't go all in on the big dip. If you've got money on the side, you got dry powder, you got all that, you have your first dip, you pick up some things here and there and spend a little bit, like 30% of what you got, and just wait. Okay? And then there's usually a second follow-up, especially if there's manipulation. And when you have a natural correction in the markets, like what's going on, I mean, it's not really natural. I guess it is. It's natural that a big bank is going to fail, right? It's pretty, it just happens. The Evergrande out there is having their problems and they can't make their credit card bills. Okay, that stuff happens. But then whales will take advantage of that to manipulate the weak market and try to accumulate, all right? And those whales include governments. Those whales include BlackRock. Those whales include Grayscale. They include Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy. They include Tesla and Elon Musk. Those are your whales. Okay, they're not selling. They are buying. All right, that's what's going on right now. And make no mistake, Bitcoin is really strong to still be sitting at 40,000 after all of the stuff, because people are selling out of altcoins. People are selling out of alts, but half of the entire market is Bitcoin, right? And that's what's driving the price. And Bitcoin went from 47,000 down to 40,000 now at its low today. That's really good. And people who are talking about Solana being manipulated to get up to the $150 or $190 price point, well, it's still at 100. It won't go below 120, and I was very lucky to get it at 120. Not saying that it won't in the future. You keep enough downside pressure up, but there's some really strong projects in here. You know what's really weak? Ethereum is really weak. I sold Vitalik Butterfingers. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to give everybody tens of thousands of Ethereum to start your network up, right? All the major players, like something like 2 or 3% of the Ethereum owners own like almost all the Ethereum. So Ethereum's price is pretty shaky. Not saying you can't make money on Ethereum if it's a good price right now. I would wait. I would actually put a buy order in at 2,600. Is what I would do if you're looking at buying Ethereum, or 2690, something like that. I think you could probably get it in the overnight if you want some Ethereum. But Ethereum's price, Ethereum lost like $1,000. Lost like 30%. Yeah, so that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Get some deals on some smaller cap coins. I mean, if you don't have a whole ton of money, you can pick up 3 or 4 altcoins, a little bit here and a little bit there, and do that thing. Do that thing. But now is the time to buy. Like I said, the thing is with the altcoins, though, they are going to go down more. Okay, they will go down more. I don't know how much. There's just so much volume here on Bitcoin that Bitcoin will probably hold it fine, because everybody is buying Bitcoin. Big whales, institutions, Michael Saylor, these guys are buying Bitcoin. But that's not the same thing. That's not the same case with these altcoins. That's not the same case. It's not even the case with Ethereum. There's a lot of sell action on Ethereum. I mean, look at the market volume. Market volume is higher than it's been even for the last crash for Ethereum. But a lot of people are selling out of Cardano. No, there's almost no sell action on Cardano. You can't tell that that's a sell action. It's just a buy and sell action when you're looking at these things. Solana looks good. Okay. So right now the attack is on Ethereum and Bitcoin. You look at that ratios. Where was Ethereum 7 days ago? Yeah, Ethereum went from $3,700 to $2,700. Lost 30%, almost 30% of its share. And it's been really having a hard time. I guess it kind of sucks for Butterfingers when players like Solana are out there now and Cardano are out there now who can actually compete and have a better product. My own personal opinion, not investment advice, but that is what's going on. That said, my sell order went through for Ethereum and I bought it back, okay? Because you need a little bit of Ethereum. Everyone needs a little Ethereum in case you need to mint an NFT or you need to do a smart contract. You have to have a little bit, right? That's just how it is. So I say these things, but full disclosure, I do own Ethereum. So that is the market update. That is the news, and that is what's going on. The sell pressure is on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and I would argue that Bitcoin has a ton of buy pressure, right? Because when I'm buying these things, I'm trying to snap it up at 39,000, right? And it was there for like a second. And by the time my order goes through, it's at 41. Okay? So, a lot of buy pressure there. That's what we have. Get your deals. Get your deals while you can. And don't FOMO. There's always going to be more dips in the future. Okay? There's always going to be more dips. And don't cry too hard if your favorite, if your Dogecoin, which has been very stable, by the way, I actually have a buy order in for Dogecoin at 20 cents. Your favorite meme coin is getting crushed. Okay, don't worry about it. Give it a couple of weeks. We're entering into Q4. Things will ramp up. And that's what we got. All right. So with that, anyone who watches my other channel, we're doing a live stream, have some special guests, and we're talking about partially about the Great Reset, probably touch on some crypto and some other things. So with that, guys, we will be out of here.